This video is brought to you by my brand new 2-part art portraiture series. Steph's making a list and checking it twice, so head on over to the link in the description to find out if she's naughty or nice. The Hasselblad 110 f2 planar is considered by many to be among the finest portrait lenses ever made. It was first released in 1977 and 5 generations have been released over its lifespan, all designed to be used on Hasselblad medium format film cameras. Today we're going to see how it holds up to a modern 102 megapixel sensor and how it compares to the latest generation of Hasselblad portrait lens, the 90mm f2.5 V lens. Howdy folks, today we've got a fun little comparison of old versus new. This guy is an absolute legend, the 110mm f2 planar lens for Hasselblad. It's considered one of the all-time greats in terms of portrait lenses. How you doing? And it doesn't work on all of the V system bodies. So I have this today on the 205 TCC. Thanks to Junio from Three Amigos channel here in Hong Kong. He owns this kit. Used, these are still going for a fair bit of money. It's about roughly $2,000 per piece, so $4 grand for this kit. And I want to compare it to the 90mm XCD V lens, which is an f2.5. So I know it's not directly comparable, 110 f2, 90 f. Ooh, my DJI just went crazy. Oh. It's not directly comparable, but it is still kind of the current flagship digital version versus the king of the hill in film. I've got the 907X and CFV body here, so we can just throw the same back. Basically, I'm going to go through, take a bunch of sample files, and then make them available for you to download. Honey's going to model for us. Let's go find somewhere that's got a decent amount of light that we can take our time, because this is a little bit of a manual process, and see what we can get. Which one did you want to carry?
This one, lighter.
Okay.
And newer.
If you'd like to join us behind the scenes on some of my photo shoots, check out Patreon Uncut. It gives you uncut and uncensored access on my different art and portrait shoots, as well as my travel. Full details below. Stand right near this yellow sign, there's nice light there. Closer, closer. Let me go here. Okay. Now, let's see. Turn your body a little bit that way. So turn your feet, maybe put the other foot up. Yeah, cute. Now here's the tricky part. That other camera, I have to shoot down on it. So if I want the shots to be comparable, I can't, because I can't do it like that. So I have to shoot it from this kind of an angle. Looking over that way a little. That's nice. Let's just see how they're looking. And look to me. Let's bump our ISO up even further. Yeah, pretty, nice. Let's grab the film. Would you mind to hold this whilst I go get another one? I'm really hoping, to be honest, that I don't love the old lens, because it's not as simple as then I go buy the old lens, then I need to buy the body as well. Pretty hard to get one perfectly in focus with this combo. Okay, it still seems to be back focusing a little. I think we really need a brighter environment. Damn, through the viewfinder, it looks like I'm absolutely nailing focus. Must need an adjustment for this. Okay, that's getting there. After 25 photos. Yep, got your eyes closed. Okay, we're getting there, but we need more light and a more interesting background. Here. This is now a $80,000 combo. Have fun. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Just jumping in here to let you know, a lot of my videos, we show you images that have already been run through Reblum, but because a lot of the 110 images are a little bit soft in terms of sharp focus, the ones you're seeing haven't been run through, but still it is my choice of editing software for portrait retouching, and for shots like with the 90V that are so crazy detailed, you can see we can just yield beautiful natural results basically adjusting the sliders for how much intensity you want, and it's great at retaining the skin texture whilst getting rid of those things that were there today and maybe gone next week, like little pimples and discoloration patches from the heat. You can check it out. There's a free trial at the link in the description below. Yeah, really easy to get lost with left and right. How are we looking there? Way out of focus. Better. When I didn't put it up to my eye, looks better. Come on, buddy, give me a good one. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Stay. Stay. Please, we've got to do both cameras. It looks like we're getting rolling shutter distortion in the background because it looks like there's bent lines, but it's actually just the pipes. Certainly a much easier way of shooting with the modern guy. So that's the modern one. So sharp, so detailed. And then that's the vintage one. This is better. And look the other direction. And straight at me. Oh, much nicer. I can see some chromatic aberrations through the lens here. Keep getting it with your eyes shut. No, just blink normally. I'll time it after you're done. The hair looks lovely. Turn your body a little sideways, maybe that way, yeah. Put the back foot up, yeah. Much nicer. And then take a small step that way. Yep. Much cuter. I'll get a couple on the other camera. I'm a bit out of practice. My success rate is lower than it should be. Oh, her hair looks great. Look off that way a little. And back to me. Why are you stuck on that focus mode? Look that way again. I can't overstate it enough. If you're not used to using these kind of H-series cameras, it can be really disoriented. What is left, right, up and down? It sounds insane, but when you get in the hand, it can be really confusing. Here's Honey to demonstrate.
Okay, I want to see your face pores. Please don't move. I find you. Okay. No!
Then left.
You move first. Okay. The horizon is wrong. Yes, because...
Yeah, if you're more concerned with the DJI than getting my face. Okay, so I have to start by acknowledging my manual focusing skills have probably deteriorated from what they once were. I was a H system owner, but you can't get away from the fact that if you're shooting with the 110 and you're going to shoot it wide open, you have a tiny depth of field, and on any manual focusing system, you're going to really struggle. So even having the rear screen to go in 100% for portraits, that's difficult because as people breathe, they can move, millimeters, which can be enough to throw them out. I would say out of all the shots I took on that day, there would probably only be half a dozen with the 110 that I really thought were perfectly focused. There were probably several dozen that were reasonably well focused or good enough. So whilst I would say that the 110 has got nicer background blur than the 90, being an f2 and a 110mm instead of a 90 and an f2.5, there's more blur, but I would say it's also nicer blur. But for portraits, what's important is the sharp areas being sharp and contrasty and vibrant, and then the outer focus areas, the way it blends into the fall off, and then the total bokeh is all important. And with the 90, you can at least be sure that you're going to get the face and the pores correctly in focus, and the bokeh is still nice, it's just not as silky smooth as the 110. So personally, it would be a total nostalgia thing, and it would be for the most static, least engaging, least spontaneous portraits, because you are just not going to get someone laughing and smiling and moving like you want on a normal portrait shoot at 110 f2 unless you are the god of manual focus, and it's going to be a really low strike rate essentially. If you are a Hasselblad shooter, check out my expert setup guide. It covers the X2D as well as the CFV, and it's been updated for the new 75p lens and the 20 to 35e lenses. It takes you through all the different lenses in the system, all the different features in these complex cameras, and shows you how to get the most out of them for your different styles of shooting. Let me know any questions that you guys might have, and I'll see you soon.